Hey guys, what's up? It's Ricardo, junkguysdfw.net. Out here in Dallas. We're live. We're live at the huge warehouse job in Dallas right now. Just working. We've been here for the last, I guess, 20 something days. Since March 15th, we've been working at this warehouse job. It's a huge job for us, for anybody, really. It's just something that needs to get done, something that the owners have told us that needed to get done and that we're willing to do for them. So we are not allowed to film inside the building. That's one of the biggest restrictions of this building, which is kind of frustrating for y'all because y'all want to see how big it is. But right now what we did is we backed the trailer up to the back of the building right there. And what we're doing is we're throwing wood. So they had a lot of, this building, really fast, had a lot of, should I sign up to be a vendor for an apartment complex for junk removal? Is it worth it or not? Have you heard of compliance depot? No, I've actually never heard of compliance depot. Let me read your thing one more time. Should I sign up to be a vendor for an apartment complex? You know, I have in the past, I have signed up to be a vendor at a lot of places. They ask a lot of detailed information. They want to know insurance and stuff like that. If it's not worth it to you, it's not something that I would do. You know what I mean? If it's not worth it to you. Hold on one second. Hello, how may I help you? Hello? And it's not something that if you're not going to make a lot of money off of it, I don't think it's it'd be worth it to you to do it. You know what I mean? We do, but yourself is trouble. We do, but don't get yourself in trouble getting the video though. Infinity heading to our job now. They don't like talking to you. I'm allowed to film outside the building, just not inside the big warehouse building. So that's what I'm doing this live video for, guys. And I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to lose the contract here, but I did ask the owners. They just didn't want me filming anything inside this building at the moment. So I got a great question. The question was, should I sign up to be a vendor at an apartment complex? And you know what? I might change the name of this video. So let's talk about that. When you do sign up to be a vendor at an apartment complex, they ask you a series of questions. It's a lot of series of questions. No, Brandon, the thing about it is that there's lawyers inside, and it's a... Okay, here's an update on the building. Now I got really informative information about this building that's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I have to say that. I can't tell you what city it's at either. Is that this company right here had a lot of loans from Chase Bank. That a little over $5.8 million that they owed the bank. They didn't pay it. They lost their whole business because of it. The last few weeks, the last month, none of the employees were getting paid. They'd have over 120 employees that did not get paid in this building. It's kind of disappointing because apparently when they closed down, they told all the employees they had to leave immediately. And most of the the office buildings have pictures, family pictures. There's been Bibles that we found. We just send that stuff to the side. We try to contact a few of the people that have their family pictures on their desk, because it's kind of sick how a company would just take advantage of people like this and let them just leave without getting their belongings and stuff. But they owed a lot of money, and there's attorneys for both sides. There's attorneys for Chase, there's attorney for the guy who got evicted, and there's attorney for the guy who owns the building. And I have to deal with all three of them. They all come up to me and ask me if there's something of a value. I met this man this morning for the first time. Oh, Frank, what's up, Frank? Okay, guys, so I'm going to tell you the story with Frank. I'll tell you the story with Frank. Good morning, Frank. I just saw Frank a while ago. So the problem with this building really quick is that they owe a lot of money. They owe a lot of money to the landlord. They owe a lot of money to the banks and the equipment and all the stuff they were leased out to all these companies. So over $5.8 million were lost in this company. There's Maddie right there, Junk Guys Frisco. Say hi, Maddie. Junk Guys Frisco's here, Junk Guys Dallas is here, and Johnny's here helping me out. So we have 3 crews running in and out of this building all day. I think the multiple amount of loads that we'll do is probably 4 today. Is your back hurting? Huh? Is your back hurting?
We're killing ourselves. We're doing no damage.
Throw them in there fully. We'll have to do something. All right, so the problem is what we're doing. J-Rock. Well, Maddie, come down here for a second. Here, we got a problem here. We got a problem.
What, Dad?
I wanted you to talk to you. What's going on with the big? Okay, 1 second. We have a problem. This is the kind of stuff that happens to us at this job site that's really slowing us down. I want to kind of explain to y'all because it might be an issue for y'all later on when you get a big old commercial building, and it's going to kill our time, but also it's killing our room because we're dumping for a lot of money. Will one of y'all come down here? I'm on a live video feed, so I want to kind of explain what's going on. So this company right here, they owed a little over $5.8 million. They did not pay their bills correctly. They owed a lot of people money, and the auctioneer and the attorneys are inside right now deciding. But here's where we come and play. We know the value of things. The auctioneer knows the value of things. So their attorney is asking me, do you think this is worth something? Then the auctioneer comes across and looks at it and he says no. If I say no, they take it away and it's now trash. If I say yes and the auctioneer says no, then they evaluate it. Then they put it in one section of the building. So they're putting things in one section of the building. They're putting other things in other sections. So anything that gets thrown away goes in one section. Anything that's goods that they could sell goes in another section. And things that we haven't decided on goes in another section. So they rely on me and the auctioneer to decide if this is trash or not. So it's getting kind of complicated. There's a lot of PCs that are worthless in this business. A lot of PCs that are really worthless that there is no value for. Come on down so we can just explain what's going on. So Maddie is going to explain why it's getting more difficult now. And what are y'all doing right now? Y'all were breaking down the. Well, just go explain what's going on.
So they decided to bring all the tables out, which is all like they printed all the stuff on, and it's a bunch of wooden tables, 2x4s, whatever you name it. They just made some bullshit tables.
Right.
They're not budging.
They're not budging. The tables are really strong.
Yeah.
If they're flat and broken down, we can fit a lot more in the trailer, right?
100%.
But they're not flat and broken down.
So we're gonna waste space throwing bulk in there.
Yeah. So what he's saying is, guys, these tables are intact. We're trying to break them down so we can save room, but also save the company money, right? Because we're gonna pull out like 8 or 9 times with these tables that
Easily.
that do not want to break down. They're made of 2x4s. They're really strong. We got a piece of one of the boards here. I mean, this is one of the legs off one of the tables and stuff. This is the kind of stuff we're dealing with. We're trying to take them apart, and it's just taking us too long, which is going to take up our time, correct? Time is money.
100%.
Every time we dump, it costs
$50.
There you go, $55, $50.88. But you're seeing that it's just time consuming. It's not worth it to us.
No.
So what did y'all decide to do?
Throw it in there.
We're
We're
just
gonna charge the company.
We have
We're
to
gonna
now
have to,
charge the company for every value of every trailer that we do. Thanks, Manny. I appreciate it. And that's going on right now. Now that means that we're going to pull more times out of here, but it's less work for us, but it's more efficient to them. So I really want to get John, the auctioneer, out here, and I'm going to talk to him in a few minutes. He won't come on camera. I already asked him. He's under a gag order that not to talk to anything. I don't know what the fucking deal is. The point is he can't talk to us, okay? When we get these jobs like this, you got to realize, guys, we have been pulling out for the last 22, I think it's 24 days. We've been pulling out 2 trailers daily. Now, when I say daily, a lot of people think, oh, he's not pulling out on Sundays and Saturdays. No, we are. We pull out Saturdays, Sundays, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every Saturday and Sunday for the last 25 days. We have been pulling out 2 trailers or more. Today will be a 5 or 6 day trailer, maybe 4. I want to do 4, but we might do 6. I'm not sure. It's very, I got 2 trailers out here. I got one behind us on the other side of this. I'm not going to show y'all because then I show y'all the name of the company, and I can't do that against my contract that I can't do that also. So that's where we're at right now with this big old warehouse job. I just want to give you an update. I have not been doing a lot of videos. I did 2 over the past week at edited videos. The problem is this thing's taking me way too long. I'm getting off at 5 or 6 every day. Usually I work until 3, but this is a high paying job. It might right now we're at a value of about 18,000, but it's going to reach well over that, triple that maybe. Probably one of the high. This will officially. I'm sorry. This will be the highest paid job that I ever do. It will surpass any other numbers. I'm not allowed to say that either. But if you have an idea, you've seen my other videos. I've done other videos where they were pretty expensive. So this one's going to surpass that easily. Easily. Let's talk about one more thing. Totally off the subject. Let's talk about this apartment complex. So these apartment complexes, they always want you to be a vendor. In the vendor questionnaire, they ask you questions. Do you have insurance? Do you have... I got to drive with that thing hanging out in my trailer like that. They're going to ask you for a liability insurance, workers' comp, and all that stuff. Listen, if there's no money in this deal, they're only going to pay you $400 one time, don't do anything stupid like that, guys. The only reason I would do a vendor thing, a vendor form, get all the insurance, if it's an ongoing job. Let's say they're remodeling every single apartment and they want you to be the main hauler for every one of them. Then yes, it's worth it to y'all to do it, okay? It's worth it to y'all because there's gonna be a value of exceeding $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. There's gonna be a value. But if you're only doing one apartment, it's $400 or $600, don't even bother doing that, okay? So being a vendor's okay. I'm a vendor with like 5 or 6 apartment complexes, but they've always called me back. And this whole insurance thing, we just went over it. Listen, why do they need insurance if I'm cleaning out a dumpster enclosure? Okay? And I want to go back and talk about something that happened to me today. So today, I was at a, what do you charge an hour? I don't have an actual, Ronald, I don't have a charge for per hour that I do out here. I'm charging per trailer. And honestly, I can pull a trailer out of here. And I'm about to pull this one. We've just been here about 25 minutes. I mean, damn, y'all saw the video. The trailer was like 10% full and they filled it up in the last, look what they're doing, you know what I mean? And Maddie is in the corner pissing right behind me. He's like right over there, pissing right behind me. So here's what happened to me today. I was at the gas station at the racetrack. We just had finished dumping. We were getting drinks to come here to this job. And I met a fellow named Frank's Junk Removal. He's out of the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. And it was really great. Him, Frank, and Bianca, I think her name was Bianca, they walked up to my trailer and they said, hey, I want to introduce myself. My name's Frank, and I'll be honest with you, great people, really, really nice people. They just wanted to say thank you for, I guess, me helping them out with videos and stuff. And I told them, listen, here's a little trick that you can do with Google My Business. I showed them I have it uploaded to my phone, and I'll be honest with you, I love people that come up and just ask me and they're appreciative of the work that I've done with my videos. They say they watch my videos, they're subscribers to my channel and stuff. And Frank, hello, tell your wife I said hi. I hope y'all are watching, guys. Thank you for coming up and talk to me. And anytime y'all need any advice or anything like that, Frank and your wife, you're welcome to give me a call. My phone number is always on the links below, especially on these live videos that we do here. I've had a few people come up to me at the landfill and say thank you, so I appreciate every time this happens. And today was really cool. Frank came up to me, said hi. I walked over to his truck. We looked at his truck, and he had a full load. There is so much business in the Metroplex area, guys. I mean, Frank's truck, he had a dually with about 5-foot walls. It was a little older truck. I think it was an older truck. I didn't remember looking at it that good, but it was an older truck. You know what I liked about Frank? I'll tell you something. Even though Frank is more like a mom and pop junk removal, which is a great deal, because I was mom and pop for about 8 years. He had logos on his truck. He has a website. He had a logo on his shirt. He had his coworker with the logo on his shirt. They all had logos. They were representing themselves as professionals, and this is something that's really important when you go to a person's job. Even though you're a small junk removal business, you are acting as a profession. That perception of being a profession is a big deal. Frank was out there, he's out there grinding it out on a daily basis, but he's not acting like Juan and Jose. No, Frank's got a legitimate business with a legitimate t-shirt, with legitimate logos on his shirt, with a legitimate website. He's got a Facebook page. I asked him about all that stuff, and honestly, he looked like he was set up. You know, he was set up, and when you set yourself up to win, you're going to win. And of course, in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, with all the jobs that we consider that we have here, we can all share those jobs. I was surprised that
These carts?
Yeah.
The carts too?
The gray ones?
Yeah.
The nice ones?
They have a bunch of shit in it.
No, not yet. Let me look inside.
Okay.
and see what we can do. All right, guys, so I got to go inside. They want me to go in there and evaluate something really quick. Apparently, one of the attorneys told Maddie that I need to go look at these cards, see if there's any value to them. So I'm going to go back inside really quick. That means I got to end this video, guys. But anyway, I wanted to talk to y'all about the update here at the warehouse job, about why I'm stuck here at this job. Tomorrow is really interesting. I have about 3 trailers at Sal's house. Sal's house is a guy in from New York. He moved down here from Keller. He's really cool, really great guy. So he's got 3 trailer loads tomorrow. And then I got to do the apartments, the cabinets, which I have to give to somebody else now. So I'm gonna have to give that to JunkGuys Dallas or somebody else in the area to do that job for me. And then I got to come back to this warehouse. So I'm kind of jammed up. There might be a chance that tomorrow, you know, Sal called me and he said I need 3 trailers at his house. 3.
Really?
Yeah. I'll have 3 trays. And then, you know, the cabinets, they called me, so we need 1 trailer. That's 4. So I'll have 4 trailers, and then if I do this warehouse tomorrow, that's 2 more. That's 6 trailers I'll need tomorrow in just total of work. So if you,
7, bro.
yeah, 7. It's 7. I'm sorry. I'm just not counting. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Don't forget, guys, if you love these videos, subscribe over to the right side. On the left side, check out my other video. If you see me on the road, honk at me, stop me, you know, say hi. I appreciate it all. I appreciate all the people in the Metroplex to say hi to